The Los Angeles Dodgers are dominating the headlines, but now they are at the center of a massive controversy that has MLB insider Jim Bowden calling for an immediate rule change. At the heart of the storm is the Ohtani Rule, which currently grants the Dodgers a roster exemption, allowing them to carry a ninth reliever. Critics are firing back, calling it an unfair advantage that defies the league standard. And the debate is exploding across social media as fans argue over whether Shohei Ohtani himself has become a competitive loophole that needs to be closed.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
While the spotlight stays fixed on Ohtani, a new star is quietly climbing the ranks in the National League. St. Louis Cardinals rookie sensation JJ Wetherholt is putting on a masterclass at the top of the lineup, holding the second highest on-base percentage among all leadoff hitters in baseball. Only Shohei Ohtani stands ahead of him, proving that the 23-year-old Wetherholt is not just a prospect, but a legit force to be reckoned with. With elite plate discipline and high-level defensive metrics, the buzz around a potential long-term extension for him is already reaching a fever pitch. The Dodgers may be top tier, but they just hit a major speed bump in the thin air of Coors Field. The Los Angeles Dodgers have dropped 2 straight games to the Colorado Rockies, blowing an early lead after Roki Sasaki struggled to contain the Rockies' lineup in the 4th inning. Even with a heroic effort from Shohei Ohtani, who extended his legendary on-base streak to 51 games, the Dodgers could not overcome a late-game surge from Colorado. It was a tough outing for the bullpen as Blake Treinen and Edwin Diaz faltered, handing the momentum over to their division rivals. The Colorado Rockies are celebrating a massive series win, fueled by a clutch 2-run homer from Mickey Moniak and a monster 448-foot blast from Kyle Carros. For the Dodgers, it was a rough day that saw Ryan Ward make his long-awaited MLB debut with an RBI single, though even that spark wasn't enough to stop the Rockies from handing them their first losing streak of the season. Will the Dodgers bounce back in the series finale, or will the Rockies keep rolling? Make sure you never miss a play. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell to stay updated on every pitch. Ever wonder what happens when you combine the deepest pockets in baseball with a literal unicorn on the roster? Well, the Los Angeles Dodgers are currently showing us exactly what that looks like, but not everyone is happy about it. Sitting at a blistering 15-5 start, the Dodgers are looking like the team to beat again. They have the payroll, the analytics, and the star power, but now they are caught in the crosshairs of a brewing controversy regarding the so-called Ohtani Rule. See, because Shohei Ohtani is a freak of nature who pitches and hits, the league allows the Dodgers to carry an extra reliever, giving them 9 arms in the bullpen, while the rest of the league is capped at 8. MLB insider Jim Bowden isn't holding back, calling it an unfair competitive advantage that needs to be scrubbed from the rulebook immediately. He is perfectly fine with Ohtani being a 2-way star, but he draws the line at an extra roster spot that essentially rewards the Dodgers for being, well, the Dodgers. It has sparked a massive debate online. Some fans argue it is a blatant inequality, while others point out that the Dodgers also manage a 6-man rotation, which complicates the math even further. Is this really a game-breaking advantage, or is it just the league finally struggling to adapt to a player who defies every tradition in the sport? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Is this an unfair loophole, or is it just the price we pay to watch history unfold? Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to stay ahead of the game, because in a league of rules, Shohei Ohtani continues to play by his own set. Ever wondered who's giving Shohei Ohtani a run for his money at the top of the lineup? You might want to keep your eyes glued to St. Louis, because JJ Wetherholt is officially on a tier. The Cardinals' top prospect didn't just make the big league club out of camp. He stepped right into the leadoff spot and immediately started making history. After just 20 games in the majors, he's already forced his way into the national conversation. Now look, we all know Shohei Ohtani exists in a different stratosphere. He's a generational unicorn who defies logic. But here is the wild part. Wetherholt is currently holding the second highest on-base percentage among all leadoff hitters in baseball, sitting at a staggering .389. That puts him right in the shadow of Ohtani and ahead of established stars like Brandon Nimmo. Think about that for a second. We are talking about a rookie who has barely played 3 weeks of Major League ball, yet he has mastered the art of the leadoff role. While his batting average is still settling in at .236, his plate discipline is nothing short of elite. He's taking walks, he's swiping bags, and he is constantly putting pressure on the defense. And it's not just the bat. He's flashing leather in the 97th percentile in outs above average. He is a total package, and at just 23 years old, he's still just scratching the surface. The scary part for the rest of the league. When those balls start falling and that average climbs, his OBP is going to reach astronomical levels. There's already talk of the Cardinals looking at an extension, and honestly, they need to ink that deal yesterday before his price tag explodes. If you aren't paying attention to Wetherholt yet, you're missing the rise of a bona fide superstar. If you think this kid is the real deal, smash that like button and let me know in the comments. How high do you think his ceiling actually is? Make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into baseball's newest phenoms, and remember, in a game that never stops changing, keep your eyes on the guys who are changing it. Thanks for watching. Ever have one of those days where everything starts perfectly, only to watch it crumble right before your eyes? That is exactly the frustration the Dodgers faced at Coors Field today. After jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, LA couldn't hold the line, ultimately dropping their second straight game to the Rockies in a 9-6 loss. It is a harsh reminder that at Coors Field, no lead is ever truly safe. Roki Sasaki looked solid early on, making his 4th start of the season, but the wheels started coming off in the 4th inning. He finished with 3 runs allowed over 4 2/3, showing there is still a learning curve at the big league level. On the brighter side, Shohei Ohtani continues to be a force of nature, extending his on-base streak to 51 games, a historic run that puts him 3rd in the modern era for the Dodgers. We also got a glimpse of the future with Ryan Ward, who made his MLB debut in place of Freddie Freeman and immediately picked up his first big league hit to extend that early lead. But baseball is a game of momentum, and the Rockies grabbed it firmly by the 5th inning. Kyle Caros launched a massive 448-foot bomb that breathed life into Colorado, and from there, the Dodgers' bullpen just couldn't stop the bleeding. Blake Treinen and Edwin Diaz struggled to find their command, and the Rockies capitalized on every mistake, turning a tight game into a runaway train. Even a late-inning rally in the 9th wasn't enough to dig them out of the hole. Look, it's a tough stretch, but the beauty of a long season is the immediate chance at redemption. They have a shot to salvage a series split this Monday with Justin Robalski on the mound. It's a must-watch if you're looking to see how this team responds to adversity. First pitch is at 5:40 p.m. PT, so tune in to see if they can stop the bleeding. But I want to hear from you. Is this just a temporary bullpen slump, or are you starting to worry about the Dodgers' depth? Drop a comment below and let's talk shop. If you enjoyed the breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe for more daily baseball updates. After all, in this sport, the next game is always the most important one. Stop the presses because the impossible just happened. The high-flying Dodgers have finally hit a wall. After winning 11 of their last 13 games, Los Angeles is staring down their first losing streak of the season, and it was the Colorado Rockies who pulled off the 9-6 upset this Sunday. The game turned into a wild back-and-forth thriller in the 7th inning, where Mickey Moniak absolutely crushed a go-ahead 2-run homer that shifted the momentum for good. But let's talk about the silver linings for the Dodgers, because even in a loss, Shohei Ohtani continues to look like he is playing a different sport than everyone else. He ripped 2 doubles, extending his incredible on-base streak to 51 games. To put that in perspective, he is now chasing legends like Shawn Green and Duke Snider in the franchise record books. That is elite company, folks. Then you have the story of the day, Ryan Ward. After grinding through 696 games in the minors, he finally got his big league shot. He even gave us some late-game drama with a chance to tie it in the 9th, only to be robbed by a sensational diving catch from Troy Johnston. That is baseball at its most cruel and beautiful all in one sequence. While the Dodgers struggle to regroup, The Rockies are riding high after a massive performance from Edouard Julien, who finished with 3 hits and drove in some clutch insurance runs. With Justin Robalski taking the mound against Jose Quintana on Monday, we are set for a high-stakes finale to this 4-game series. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update on this wild MLB season. Does this losing streak mean the Dodgers are vulnerable, or is this just a small bump in the road for a championship favorite? Let me know your take in the comments below.